All right, sir. Can I have your name?
Stephen Perry.
Steven, how long you been out here in Vegas?
8 months. I've been out in Vegas since I was 16 years old. I just got out of prison after 35 years.
Okay, so that's pretty much just your backstory of why you're homeless. Is you just getting out of prison, or
Well, not only that is that Nevada has no resources for the homeless. If you got insurance, then you got all these programs that'll take you in, and then they'll tell you they don't have no placement at the end of the day, but then they got your insurance information and they're billing your insurance. And even if they do take you into a program, it's a 90-day program. Then they try to extend you, like I was in a program called WellCare. And WellCare, some of the caseworkers got canned, busted, because they were taking some of the clients, saying they had dirty urines, and sending them to their family sober living houses. So they did away with a lot of the caseworkers. And then the new ones that they brought in didn't know what they was doing, so we wound up being homeless. At the end of the program, there was no housing or nothing. They promised to have housing, and that's part of the program, to house you after you do IOP and OP and all that. But it's a game that they're playing with the homeless, and especially if they got insurance. So out here in the streets is really bad. You know, you see deaths, you see beatings. I mean, you see robberies, you see people getting ran over daily.
that was going to be you segue right into my next question. What are some of the daily challenges you face being out
The
here?
daily challenges I face is danger. I'm in the LGBT community, and then I have 4 cases with Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Then they call me back and say they don't have no camera footage. There's no camera footage in this area. So, and then the detectives tried to tell me last week that he talked to the businesses. I went and talked to the business. There's no cameras. You don't see no cameras on no businesses around here. And then if there was some cameras, they'll turn it over because it's an investigation. So that was a lie that they told. This is West Las Vegas. This is the worst that I ever seen since I was 16 years old. I'm 82 years old. So
You're 82.
I'm 82 years old.
Damn, you look good,
very
boy.
healthy. Thank you.
Wow.
But for as this homeless situation here, it is so bad that you don't see no police presence until something happens. You haven't seen no police presence since you've been out here. But if something happens, they're out here for a day. And that's not all day. That's just randomly off and on that they'll see until something else happens again, or someone get ran over in traffic. There's some flashing pedestrian signs up here. There's no lights on. You see, there's a sign right there. There's no lights on there. There has been no lights on there since January, and probably way before then. But I'm talking about from what I see. And then you got lights further down. It's the same way. These are people that's getting ran over. These are homeless people walking in crosswalk. They got crosswalks there, but there's no flashing lights for the vehicles to slow down or to be warned that there's pedestrians. You can't. You don't know there's pedestrians until you get up on that sign, because in the white neighborhoods and downtown and stuff, you got those lights that's flashing. West Las Vegas is totally exempt to society, and they're trying to take West Las Vegas because it don't flood over here. It never did flood over here. So they're trying to bring all the businesses and stuff in and weed out. And this is what you got. They take your houses. Housing authority evict you just because you may sell a cans or two and get $20 or $30 and not report it. They don't tell you that you have to report it. Then you got Catholic Charity and Salvation Army. They're taking your food stamp that you get from the government to eat with. They're taking it for the donation for food to eat. $5 each
Somebody
meal.
told me they charge y'all to eat.
You have to pay $5 to eat out here in the streets, and it costs $25 to live in the shelter. My insurance pays for me to sleep there every night, and it's dangerous in there because in the LGBT dorm, it's called the safety dorm. It's not safe in there. There's thieving, there's fights, there's drugs, there's everything. And then when we report it, then they come down on us for reporting. And then if something go wrong, then they want to take away from the LGBT dorm. And not only that, that took away the day room. People out here dying. There was bodies found out here last week where they were freezing to death, where people, they fill up so fast and they don't have no more beds, and people are left out in the cold to freeze and die. Look at the trash and stuff. This is bad. So you don't go to no upscale neighborhood and see this. They bring them all back over in this area. So this is where they dump it at. And this is where they say they're going to leave it at, because there's no police presence. When crime happens, you call 911, they put you on hold because they know where the call is coming from. I called 911 15 times on the incident down there. The police took 3 hours to show up. People are dying out here. People are dying. There's no resources. If you do got insurance, they're going to take your insurance and then they're going to dump you a month or two later, saying that they don't have no more resources. I was supposed to go into housing. They tell me that their grant was frozen. But if you know anything about a grant, ma'am, that once you receive that grant, that's your grant.
Right, you're
I'm
not
very
supposed to
well
pay it back.
educated. You can't take that back.
Yeah, very true.
You can't take it back. So what they're doing, they're taking the money. They're taking the money for these grants and these programs, and then this is what you got. You got over 1,000 people out here every night, all day long. Thirsty. They don't get water. They don't have no restroom for us to use. They don't have porta potties up in here. Other states for the homeless, they got porta potties. They clean it constantly all throughout the day. But this is bad. This is bad.
What are your goals, ambitions?
My goal and ambition, my goal is to be a cook. I want to be a top chef to teach people how to cook. So I applied for the Salvation Army Culinary Arts. So they're supposed to get back with me next week.
Nice.
And I did a great interview. I'm a great speaker and I advocate
Yes, you
for
are.
myself.
Very well spoken.
So I know right from wrong, and I know what to do and I know what not to do. I don't use drugs. I never use drugs. I don't drink. I drink a lot of water. My drug is coffee. And I just started smoking cigarettes at my age. Because of the stress that you see out here, this is a mental challenge thing. This is mentally challenged. Then you wonder why you got people walking in the street, talking to themselves, laying down in the street. There's no mental health no more. There's no more providers. They're too violent to go in there. Yes, they're violent because you made them violent. You put them in the cages, you let them out, and this is what you get. There's no resources, there's no housing. So it's time to clean it up. It's time to put money back into the community. Not just West Las Vegas period. You know, I was walking downtown to court the other day. I seen 5 homeless people. 5.
Right outside the courthouse.
5 homeless people, and they got ran off real quick. Just for sitting there drinking water. They got ran off real quick. With the